The Little Blue Bird's Song. There was a little blue bird named Pip. There was a little blue bird named Pip. Pip loved to sing, but his songs were always the same. Pip loved to sing, but his songs were always the same. One sunny morning, Pip decided to try something new. One sunny morning, Pip decided to try something new. He listened to the wind rustling the leaves. He listened to the wind rustling the leaves. He heard the gentle sound of a nearby stream. He heard the gentle sound of a nearby stream. Pip closed his eyes and began to sing a different tune. Pip closed his eyes and began to sing a different tune. It was a beautiful, soft melody. It was a beautiful, soft melody. Other birds in the forest heard Pip's song. Other birds in the forest heard Pip's song. They flew closer to listen. They flew closer to listen. Soon, many little birds gathered around Pip. Soon, many little birds gathered around Pip. They chirped happily and sang along with him. They chirped happily and sang along with him. Pip was so happy to share his new song. Pip was so happy to share his new song. The forest became a more cheerful place that day. The forest became a more cheerful place that day. The Lost Kite. Taro loved his new red kite very much. Taro loved his new red kite very much. One sunny afternoon, he went to the park to fly it. One sunny afternoon, he went to the park to fly it. The wind was strong and the kite flew high. The wind was strong and the kite flew high. Suddenly, the string broke. Suddenly, the string broke. His kite flew away into the sky. His kite flew away into the sky. Taro felt very sad. Taro felt very sad. He looked everywhere for his kite. He looked everywhere for his kite. He looked near the big tree. He looked near the big tree. He looked by the small pond. He looked by the small pond. Then, he saw something red on a rooftop. Then, he saw something red on a rooftop. It was his kite. It was his kite. A kind old woman helped him get it back. A kind old woman helped him get it back. Taro thanked her and promised to be more careful. Taro thanked her and promised to be more careful. The Lost Blue Marble. Tom had a favorite blue marble. Tom had a favorite blue marble. It was very shiny and smooth. It was very shiny and smooth. One sunny afternoon, Tom played with it. One sunny afternoon, Tom played with it. The marble rolled under a big bush. The marble rolled under a big bush. Tom looked and looked, but he couldn't find it. Tom looked and looked, but he couldn't find it. He felt a little sad. He felt a little sad. Suddenly, a small ladybug crawled out. Suddenly, a small ladybug crawled out. It was sitting on the blue marble. It was sitting on the blue marble. The ladybug seemed to be playing with it. The ladybug seemed to be playing with it. Tom giggled. Tom giggled. He didn't take the marble back right away. He didn't take the marble back right away. He let the ladybug have fun for a little while. He let the ladybug have fun for a little while. Then he gently picked up his marble. Then he gently picked up his marble. He had found a new friend, too. He had found a new friend, too. The little cloud's colorful dream. There was a small cloud named Puffy. There was a small cloud named Puffy. Puffy was white and fluffy, like cotton candy. Puffy was white and fluffy, like cotton candy. One night Puffy had a very special dream. One night Puffy had a very special dream. In the dream, Puffy saw a world full of bright colors. In the dream, Puffy saw a world full of bright colors. There were red flowers and blue rivers. There were red flowers and blue rivers. There were yellow sunbeams and green trees. There were yellow sunbeams and green trees. Puffy danced with rainbow butterflies. Puffy danced with rainbow butterflies. Puffy tasted sweet orange juice. Puffy tasted sweet orange juice. The colors made Puffy feel very happy. The colors made Puffy feel very happy. When Puffy woke up, it was still white. When Puffy woke up, it was still white. But Puffy remembered the beautiful dream. But Puffy remembered the beautiful dream. Now, Puffy loved to drift and imagine new colors. Now, Puffy loved to drift and imagine new colors. The little cloud's new friend. Once upon a time, there was a small cloud named Nimbus. Once upon a time, there was a small cloud named Nimbus. Nimbus loved to float in the big blue sky. Nimbus loved to float in the big blue sky. One sunny morning, Nimbus saw something bright below. One sunny morning, Nimbus saw something bright below. It was a kite dancing in the wind. It was a kite dancing in the wind. Nimbus floated closer to see. Nimbus floated closer to see. The kite had a long, colorful tail. The kite had a long, colorful tail. A little girl was holding the kite string. A little girl was holding the kite string. She smiled and waved at Nimbus. She smiled and waved at Nimbus. Nimbus felt happy and puffed up a little. Nimbus felt happy and puffed up a little. The girl laughed and pulled the string. The girl laughed and pulled the string. The kite flew higher, almost touching Nimbus. The kite flew higher, almost touching Nimbus. From that day on, Nimbus and the kite were good friends. From that day on, Nimbus and the kite were good friends. They played together in the sky every day. They played together in the sky every day. The little lamp's big wish. In a cozy room lived a little lamp. In a cozy room lived a little lamp. It was a nice lamp, but it was always dark. It was a nice lamp, but it was always dark. The lamp wanted to shine brightly. The lamp wanted to shine brightly. It watched the sun outside. It watched the sun outside. The sun made everything so clear and warm. The sun made everything so clear and warm. One day, a kind child came to the room. One day, a kind child came to the room. The child saw the little lamp. The child saw the little lamp. The child turned the lamp on. The child turned the lamp on. Suddenly, the room was full of soft light. Suddenly, the room was full of soft light. The little lamp felt so happy. The little lamp felt so happy. It was shining, just like it wished. It was shining, just like it wished. Now, the lamp helped the child read books and play. Now, the lamp helped the child read books and play. It was a very useful and happy lamp. It was a very useful and happy lamp. The little robot's new hobby. Unit 7 was a small, quiet robot. Unit 7 was a small, quiet robot. It lived in a big, bright workshop. It lived in a big, bright workshop. Unit 7 liked to organize things. Unit 7 liked to organize things. It put tools in order every day. It put tools in order every day. One day, it found some colorful paints. One day, it found some colorful paints. They were left by an artist. They were left by an artist. Unit 7 picked up a small brush. Unit 7 picked up a small brush. It dipped the brush in red paint. It dipped the brush in red paint. Then, it made a small red dot on paper. Then, it made a small red dot on paper. It felt a new kind of happiness. It felt a new kind of happiness. Unit 7 began to paint simple shapes. Unit 7 began to paint simple shapes. The little robot had found a new hobby. The little robot had found a new hobby. Thank you for listening.